Hello, security pros, and thank you for joining us for today's ESA webinar, ANVIS IntelliSight Professional Video Surveillance Solution. In this webinar, attendees will learn how ANVIS IntelliSight Professional Video Surveillance Solution can help modern enterprises optimize security management systems and provide management efficiency. I'm Daniela Chavez, ESA's Marketing and Communications Specialist, and I'm excited to lead this webinar today. But before we dive in, I'd like to provide some tips for those of you joining us on your first ESA webinar. You will be muted for the duration of this session, but that doesn't mean we don't want to hear from you. If a question or comment comes to mind at any point during today's session, click the Q&A icon at the bottom of your screen, and I'll ensure that we save some time for your questions with our experts today. We will also be recording this webinar so you can rewatch the on-demand session and share it with your colleagues via our ESA YouTube. If your company is a member of ESA, we thank you and we hope you're utilizing your benefits to save, expand your team, and get connected to the ESA community. If you're not yet a member of the Electronic Security Association, check us out. ESA is the largest and longest standing association serving the pro-installed electronic security and life safety industry. Our members are integrators, dealers, monitoring centers, and even manufacturers and service providers of the space. You'd be surprised at the power an ESA membership holds for your company. Get a feel for all of the ESA benefits, including savings on business insurance, training, customized in-house onboarding, and professional development programs, peer networking groups, government advocacy programs, certifications that satisfy state licensing, and in some cases are also alternatives to NICET at esaweb.org. One of our membership specialists would be happy to walk you through these benefits and the application process. We at ESA realize your time is valuable and we appreciate you spending some of that time with us today. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Leonardo Ribeiro, Global Technical Sales Manager at ANVIS Global, Sales Management MBA degree, Control and Automation Engineer, prospecting, developing, and supporting customers and projects in the biometrics market since 2014. So Leonardo, please take it away.
Thank you, Daniela. It's a pleasure for me to be here. Welcome, everybody. So the idea today is to introduce a little bit more about our smart surveillance solution, named IntelliSight. So, but before I introduce the solution itself, I would like to talk a little bit about our group, our company, named X-Things Group. So X-Things is the name of the group where we have a few companies which belongs with, we can say some sub-brands, each one split and each one divided for a specific market. So for example, we do have UTech, which belongs to the automation, the smart home and security solution. We have very, very interesting smart locks on this business. We are top 1 sales on Amazon, for example, for this application. We do have the ANVIS company, industry leading for smart and access control and time attendance, and also surveillance. And on the other hand, the Secure365 bring us a software as a service, a trusted all-on-one platform to integrate all our solutions in there. So in this slide, we'll be able to see in a global scenario, we can say a little bit more about how those companies are integrated and offering solutions and services to the market itself. So on the right side, we can see ANVIS focusing on the smart commercial and industrial security. On the left side, we have the smart residential solution with UTech will be the one. And we have some product solutions for each of those brands. And in the same scenario, we can talk about the cloud platform. We're going to talk a lot today, very interesting solution. The artificial intelligence that is very, very applied to our products as well. So the focusing today, as we said, is going to be the CCTV solution, the smart surveillance solution, but we also would like to talk about the smart access control and time attendance solution. So ANVIS, it's since 2001 in this market, globally speaking. We have many partners in all the continents, distributors, integrators, installers, and including here in North America, in the United States, we do have an office in California at Union City, where we provide not only the logistics, but also the professional services for technical support, for sales, project following up. We have a very capable team to get your call there and provide anything you may need from our products and our solutions. Our production facilities is local based at Shanghai in China, but as you can see here in the map, we have a local presence in many different places around the world. Moving on, talking about the solution specifically, I would like to bring some challenges for this traditional security system. When we are talking about CCTV, we already know that most of projects, there is a very high deployment cost. So it's not cheap and not easy to improve or to design a project for the smart surveillance system. In some of them, we also have high labor costs. So not only with the hardware and in the installation, with the maintenance, with people to be there, depending on the solution, you have to hire someone to be there watching those cameras in real time to see if anything is happening. So the costs are not cheap, including if you want to recover or get some video images that something happened before and you have to look around that. We know that's not easy, it's not cheap. And also talking about the difficulty of multi-site remote management. So for example, if you have a company which you have 2 or more offices, there's not all the softwares that are easy to make you see everything from different locations at the same time. The management solution must be easier and friendly for the user itself. And about the core open integration too. We do know there are a lot of integration ways, but sometimes those integration modes, they are not easy. They are not compatible between brands and so on. So the idea here is to get all these challenges and bring them together to offer the IntelliSight solution, a very interesting platform that will be able to help you solving all those challenges. So here we have a quick video as an introduction I would like to share, and then we will go through all the features, all the technologies, all that our system can offer. Okay, so let me play the video. Just a second. I'm sorry, oh yeah, here we go. Okay, so with this video, we bring some introduction about the next steps, things that I would like to share with you. So here we officially introduce the IntelliSight solution. It's a very interesting choice for small and medium business and enterprising cloud-based smart surveillance solution. So as we said, the main target here is to provide small and medium business interesting and cloud-based surveillance system. So we can aim at companies or business that could be multi-sites. So we were talking about retail stores, healthcare, medical clinics, schools, standard business, and so on. So if we are considering small to medium business, this can be a very interesting solution. So here we bring 6 features that make us different in the market. So not only about the edge hardware and the easy to deploy system that we are going to explain the next slides, we can also emphasize on the cloud service. So this brings us a lot of flexibility when we are talking about implementation of a CCTV system. So the cameras can be installed directly to your own cloud account, and you will be able to see and manage them anytime, anywhere through your own cloud account. We do have the deep learning artificial intelligence algorithms. So this brings a lot of technology to your system as well. The open integration, which we have a specific slide to talk about that too, and the real-time alert and notification. So bringing the edge hardware, the best-in-class cameras, we are talking not only about a standard IP camera, but embed in this camera, we also have an artificial intelligence server, which is a little bit different from the other cameras in the market because the artificial intelligence is not on the software side, is on the hardware directly. So when you integrate this camera with other systems, if you do one, the artificial intelligence will be on the hardware. So you'll be able to bring this to other integrations if you want. And we also talk about the storage server on the camera directly because the camera can support a eMMC or a SD card embed on the camera. So the camera will be able to record and store those videos on the hardware itself. So we are talking about more than 10 artificial intelligence functions and a 4K high resolution with WDR. So when we talk about features of the artificial intelligence, here we do have some examples. So the camera will be able to identify and classify if that is a real person in there, or if it's an object, it's a car, or if it's something else. We do have a few objects that the camera can identify according to the video, to the size, and to the format of that object. We do have the moving object detection, as we were able to see on the introduction video. And something very, very interesting here, the license plate recognition. We are already compatible with the 50 states of the mainland for the license plate recognition. So if you need to use it, from now, our system can already provide it. So you can configure and set the camera to make the license plate recognition and bring this data to your own cloud platform. And besides that, we do have a few more. Here, I just want to bring some of the most interesting ones. So for example, the person or vehicle behavior analysis, as we were able to see on the video too. Here we have two different scenarios talking about small business and medium business. They can be installed, they can be implemented in a different way. It will depend on what the customers are interested to. So for example, on the left side, we do have a simple small business, which they only want to record for a small period, maybe 7 days, maybe 10, 1 week to 2. The camera will be able to record those videos in the SD card embed on the hardware itself. And whenever something is triggered, remember the AI features we mentioned, you can configure them. So whenever they are triggered, the camera will send small clips direct to the cloud. So for example, if you set a perimeter control, whenever someone crosses that perimeter line, the camera will be able to create a clip from 5 seconds to 5 minutes from that triggering and send that clip directly to the cloud. And from the cloud, you will be able to receive a real-time notification at your smartphone or at your smart device, and you will be able to see that in real time, or you will be able to see that clip. If you are not, if you are busy, if you cannot see that in real time, that clip will be saved at your own cloud platform. So this is the scenario number one. The scenario number two, if we do have a small, we do have a medium or a higher business with more cameras or more offices, you need to not only do something basic, you can consider installing more cameras at the solution. But if you do want to record, for example, 1 month or more, for example, here we can include and consider our live station NVR. So our NVRs will be able to store the videos that the cameras are recording locally. But of course, the clips that we mentioned on the example number one, they will be sent to the cloud directly in the same way. And from your cloud platform, you will be able to access your live storage, your NVR, your local NVR anytime as well. So this is an additional hardware you can consider depending on how you want to implement the project for the customer. Instant alarms and notifications too. So you were also able to see in the video, we do have real-time alarm view. And that's very interesting because we can make some event traceability. What does it mean? We can create a plan or a draft of the place we would like to monitor on the IntelliSight platform. So you will draw the place with the cameras installed on each spot that you would like to monitor. And whenever something triggers on those cameras, that camera will be sent a live video to you automatically on this platform. There is no need someone there to see 40, 50, 100 cameras at the same time. So being a human being seeing that, the chance that something that passes through your eyes is big. It's bigger than an intelligent software, an intelligent platform, which will trigger according to your configuration, according to your settings, and bring that camera in live whenever something happens. So our solutions also provide not only the real-time alarm view, but the event traceability too. And to complete, including even more flexibility to our system, we do have 3 ways to integrate our solution with your solution or with your customer solution. So we are talking not only about the ONVIF, all our cameras, they are ONVIF compatible. So you would be able to use them on other VMS, other video management systems in the market. So for example, we can mention Milestone, we can mention Genetec, but we do also have the SDKs. The SDKs are the system development kit that you would be able to use and integrate the IntelliSight with your software, with your third-party application. So there's not only the cameras you can bring to your own solution, you can bring all the artificial intelligence from the system, from the cameras, you can integrate the alarms, the traceability from our software to yours, and even more, we also offer the cloud APIs. So you can bring those data, we say data push. So whenever something happens, the system push you an event, push you a notification with the information you may need from that. So you can use this integration from our cloud APIs too. So as you can see, it's a very, very flexible platform. We of course, we do provide it to be used for the as a user-friendly directly, but we know how the market is and we would like to be part of it, if it's not directly, but integrating our solutions with other applications. So if you want to know more, please contact us. Of course, after this webinar, we are going to share all this material to you and we would be able to hear from you. If you are interested, we would be very satisfied to keep in touch, to contact, to provide you more details and start a very interesting business conversation, okay? Moving next, very easy to deploy. So as I mentioned, we designed the solution to be easy for the installer and even easier for the end user. So if you have the opportunity to test and check it, you will see how easy is that. And talking now about the hardware itself, we mentioned the market, we mentioned the software solution, the features of the artificial intelligence. Now we are bringing a little bit more for the cameras itself. So we do have some cameras from different families we would like to introduce here. So on the DOM series, we do have a model 8 megapixels with IR weatherproof and vandalproof to be used outdoor. But we do also have the indoor camera, the iCam D25, 5 megapixels to be used indoor, easy to install, easy to implement. And on the iCam product family, we do have not only the Bullet series, which are completely outdoor solutions, but also the fisheye cameras, which provide us a 360-degree panorama fisheye. It's a dome network camera. We do have two models, and we also have, as mentioned before, the NVR series. So the intelligent storage NVR. So when we are talking about NVR, we do have two models. Each model for a different application. So if you do have, you need a capability to store a lot of videos in there, we can use the Live Station 4, which is up to 4 hard disks, 8 terabytes each. So we can provide up to 32 terabytes on this one. And the other one, a little smaller, a little lower, up to 16 terabytes. And in this table, we will find the technical specifications for each model. Remembering once more, we will share this material to you. So make sure you subscribe with your correct email. If you don't, please let your email address at the chat box with the Q&A. We are going to get that and send this material to you as soon as possible. Then to conclude, to give you a little bit more a scenario about our application, the IntelliSight can be compared with the Axis companion solution. So they are very similar. We do have some advantages if we are talking about the Axis companion. For example, we do have an unlimited flow on the video streaming forwarding, which means whenever you need to see our cameras live, you need to see the cameras in real time, there is not a traffic limit. You can see it as many times as you want. So for example, on the Axis companion, we do have a limitation about 300 gigabytes in there. We also provide 7-day event-based video retention. So in the first year of our cloud, your videos will be there 7 days. And to complete, our solution also provides LPR camera support, as we mentioned before, and 4G and LTE cameras as well. So if you're using our cameras with a 4G or LPR, our systems are already capable to understand and be configured with that. And one of the biggest advantage, as I would like to say, our cloud system, there is no monthly cost, there's no any kind of license for this starter pack, as we said. So you can just invest in the hardware and start using our cloud solution. You will see that the cost benefit for that will be very, very interesting. So for today, guys, the content is that. I think I hope that can be useful to you. I have separated some Q&A, some quick questions in here that we experienced for other opportunities, questions our customers may have. But of course, after those questions, we can open the space and read some of your questions, so we can interact and check to fulfill all the questions you may have. Okay, so for example, first question, I guess I already said that. Is there any extra cost for the artificial intelligence functions in the iCam? So the answer is all our artificial intelligence functions are built in the iCam cameras. So as I said, the artificial intelligence is directly on the hardware. So there is no any extra cost or license fees to enjoy them. If we are talking not only on IntelliSight, but also if we would like to integrate those cameras to other applications, okay? Do I really need an NVR for security cameras or not? Well, it could depend on the customer requirements. For a small and medium business, using an NVR is not necessary, as the cameras can support up to 128 gigabytes on the edge SD card. However, if you need more recording, if you need more storage capability, NVR is recommended for example, around 30 days or more. Do you have local support and service in the United States? Yes, we do. So Envis Global is a US-based company, which we do have an office in California, which works from Monday to Friday, 9 a.m., 5 p.m. PST time. So we are sharing our support phone, our sales phone with you guys in this presentation right after we get the data, and we will be able to send you a PDF with the recording of this webinar as well. And I think from my side, that's it. Daniela, if you can help me with the questions, do we have comments or questions on the chat box? Would you be able to help me with that, please?
Yeah, of course. So let me see. All right. So far, we don't have any questions yet. So I guess that must mean that you were very thorough with your presentation, Leonardo.
I hope so. Thank you.
Yeah. But usually this is the time if anybody has any questions. This is the moment to be able to ask them. But if not, like I mentioned earlier in the webinar, we will be uploading this video recording onto ESA's YouTube channel. So you will be able to find it there. Let me see. Oh, we do have a question. Are there any other cameras supported or only the ones listed?
Oh, yeah. Thank you for the questions. We do have other models. Here we bring the most common cameras from our portfolio. But of course, if you are interested, we can share you our complete brochure. So we will be able to see other models in there too.
Awesome. Okay. Let's see. Any more questions? So far, I don't see anything. But with that being said, if nobody has any more questions, then we can go ahead and start closing out the webinar. So,
all right.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Leonardo, for your presentation today. It was very informative. And thank you to everybody that joined. We hope to see you guys again on the next webinar. And like I mentioned, you can find this video on ESA's YouTube channel. And of course, if you want to learn anything more, you can contact Leonardo himself. So yeah.
Okay, Daniela, thanks a lot. It was a pleasure for me to be here today. I hope we can see each other for further opportunities. So I think that's it. No, nothing else to say. Thank you everybody for being here too. So we hope to see you guys in the next opportunity.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much. And I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day.
Thank you. Thank you, Daniela. Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye.
See you next time. Bye-bye.